Stephanie is the 2019 Miss Pageant Global. We're really happy, thrilled, and excited to have her here today. So thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here as well.
Stephanie, just so that we can get to know you a little bit better, can you describe the time when you had a challenge that you had to face and how that made you into the person you are today?
Thank you for that question. A challenge that I faced in my life about a year ago was actually finding out that someone very, very close to me was diagnosed with a potentially fatal illness. It was not curable, so they could only receive treatment for it. But for a while, things were definitely really up in the air. I was definitely very fearful for the future, as this was someone who was definitely involved in my life and somebody that I looked up to as a role model. It was terrifying to find out that they could potentially be taken away. And I, for a while, didn't really know what to do. I was extremely frustrated with the situation. I felt extremely upset about just the circumstances that both them and their family were facing. What I learned from that was that life is very short, and we definitely have to take advantage of every moment that we have with our loved ones, and we can't expect to always have time and always put things off for the future, because we truly do have to live in the now. Without that sort of mindset, I think that a lot of spontaneous obstacles and challenges like the one that I faced can definitely affect somebody a lot more significantly than if you were taking advantage of every moment, every opportunity that you had in your life, not only just within relationships, but also in your social life, your professional life. I think it's very applicable. I think that living in the now is definitely one of the most important things to me, and something that I learned from that challenge.
When was the last time that you cried and, when you felt very sad before?
So the last time that I cried was actually not tears of sadness, but on the flip side, it was actually tears of joy. So the last time that I cried was actually on March 17th. This was an extremely memorable day because this was the day that I actually was accepted into my dream school, UC Berkeley. I had an unconventional college experience. Straight out of high school, I attended the University of Oregon in Eugene, and I originally wanted to go there because I wanted to gain a sense of independence, leave home, and determine who I was as an individual living life by myself. I moved out to Eugene, but very quickly I realized that it wasn't exactly what matched up with the future that I had envisioned for myself. Because originally I was very inspired in the Bay Area, growing up here especially, with all the innovation and the progressiveness that the city and all the surrounding cities really drive towards. So I wanted to experience something like that as well. I thought that Oregon would be the place for that, but I realized that actually home, the Bay Area, was really the place for that. After months of contemplating, I decided that it would be probably in my best interest to return back home. I worked very, very hard to transfer to another four-year university. After touring and researching a ton of different schools, I realized that UC Berkeley kind of captured everything that I was looking for in a school, and I thought that their level of education would help support me in my vision for my future and my professional aspirations. After working very hard and getting straight A's, I felt like UC Berkeley was almost becoming a little bit of a reality for me when it previously felt so unattainable. On March 17, I received my admission decision and I was accepted, which I was absolutely ecstatic about. And I cried tears of joy. And I think that that was a really memorable day for me. I felt like I had accomplished really what I was driving towards, all the goals, all the expectations that I had set for myself. And so that was really a proud moment for me. And I'm studying media studies, which is a major that I'm extremely passionate about.
Wow. Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And I'm sure not only, you had tears of joy, but I'm sure family members had tears of joy too. Crying for like a happy occasion. So that's very heartwarming. So congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. As we come to a close, what kind of words of inspiration would you provide for others?
I would definitely say to be kind to one another and be kind to yourself also. I think that's very important. I think a lot of times that we're very hard on ourselves, and I think that being kind to ourselves, loving ourselves, gives us a larger capacity to love and care for others. And especially during such a difficult time right now with COVID going on, I know a lot of political movements are happening, Black Lives Matter. I think it's really important to just like spread love, keep an open mind, and definitely just be there for one another.
Yeah, I completely agree. The more that we come together as a community, the better we can actually offset these challenges. So definitely. So we look forward to all the great things that you'll be doing in the community. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.